Happy Wednesday, everybody. It's good to see you this morning.
Okay, yo. This is fine. We'll take it. Cool. This is Tony. What's going on, guys? My name is Paul.
And I'm Tony, like he just said.
Dang it! I shouldn't have introduced you. I'm sorry. You make me nervous, like I've got to perform better. Tony's hanging out with us today, and he's a very smart individual.
Do it.
Today, the random fact of the day is, get it up.
Human.
Eyes in the sky, gazing far into the night. I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through.
Hey, good Wednesday morning, people on the other side of your devices. This is Paul.
And this is Tony.
And you are hanging out with us for your daily D6 motivation devotion, and it is a good one. Today we're tapping into one of Paul's letters back in 2 Corinthians again, and it is awesome, man. It's going to be a good one, but it is Wednesday morning, and if you are in school, high school or middle elementary school, then your week and year is coming to an end this week. Congratulations, you did it. So just finish these last 3 days strong. If you're a parent that is about to have to pay for some college tuition, we're praying for you. We love you, and you know we're gonna do what we can do for you on our end. Of course, that means praying. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna pray for you. So, without further ado, let's get it started with the
Random fact of the day.
Get
it up. Human saliva has a boiling point 3 times that of regular water.
wow. Okay,
That's pretty high.
that is what's the boiling point of water?
212 Fahrenheit.
Okay, so I want you to know that this is awesome that I have him here, because I would have had to Google that, but he's like a human Google. This is not scripted. We're just kind of rolling with this, and I didn't expect him to know that the boiling point of water was 212.
212.
Are you confident about that?
Yes.
I mean, I don't even need my computer anymore. I've got Tony here. That's awesome. Anyways, 212, which means 246, 12, 24, 36.
636.
636 is the boiling point of saliva.
Yes.
That's nutty,
Yeah.
man. Why?
Probably the salinity of the saliva.
That is crazy. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. Take 15 minutes, go boil a pot of saliva, set it up to 635, and if it's not boiling, we just gave you some truth. At 636, that baby better be bubbling. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, you know, there we go. But you are not here for the random fact of the day. You are here because it's Wednesday, and as promised, we are going to put out an awesome video that is going to motivate you, and it's going to be based in scripture, and it's coming from D6. So without further ado, let's get it started, and we're going to do that by tapping into 2 Corinthians today. Cool?
Sounds good to me.
Well, let's get it up. So in 2 Corinthians chapter 7, verses 1 through 7, Paul writes, "Since we have these promises, beloved, let us cleanse ourselves from every defilement of body and spirit, bringing holiness to the completion in the fear of God. Make room in your hearts for us. We have wronged no one. We have corrupted no one. We have taken advantage of no one. I do not say this to condemn you, for I have said before that you are in our hearts to die together and to live together. I am acting with great boldness toward you. I have great pride in you. I am filled with comfort. In all our affliction, I am overflowing with joy. For even when we came into Macedonia, our bodies had no rest, but we were afflicted at every turn, fighting without and fear within. But God, who comforts the downcast, comforted us by the coming of Titus, and not only by his coming, but also by the comfort with which he was comforted by you, as he told us of your longing, your mourning, your zeal for me, so that I rejoiced still more." Man, that is awesome. Paul is such an incredible writer. What do you think?
Well, Paul here is portraying, he's very much a people person.
Yeah.
Paul loves to interact with people. And he makes comment in here that it is God who gives the comfort through the people that he comes in contact with. So he talks about this way with the Colossian people, with the Ephesian people, with the Philippian people. And here in Corinthians, he does the same thing with his friend Titus. When he says here about the Corinthians, when he was there and he ministered to them and he got to love them. And then here he talks about when Titus came to him that he was given much comfort, and it was God's comfort that really spoke to him.
Yeah, man, that's a good point. I love having you here. The devotion, the D6 devotion for the day was talking about that. It talks about a youth pastor who was at a Thanksgiving dinner, and he's away from his students, and he gets this phone call from one of his students who says, you know what, this horrible thing just happened. But he's off, he's on Thanksgiving break, he's somewhere away on vacation, and couldn't be there in person. And he was able to pray with her over the phone, and while that helped, the devotion goes into the ability or the fact that he wasn't there didn't allow him to provide as much comfort. Physical presence, the actual physical presence of being there with somebody is so much more important than sending a call or a text or something like that. Just being there. And I think about people who have lost loved ones, and you know, while you can still think about them, their presence is gone, and that longing, that void that you get, it's like this numb feeling that you get when you lose a friend. Is because their presence is gone. They're not with you right now. But like we've talked about last week, our hope and our joy comes in knowing that we will get to see them. If we are Christian, if they are Christian, we will get to see and have that reunion with them in heaven one day. So that's where our hope is, in knowing that our presence will be together at some time. And that's incredible that we get to look forward to that homecoming, that reunion. It's awesome, man. Physical presence is so important, you know. Family members, friends, you know. Even when, you know, sometimes Tony's gone for a while, and I miss the guy. I do. But then he comes back and everybody's all smiles. You too, Josh. Sometimes I miss you. But I don't know. What do you think about that? What do you think about physical presence?
Yeah, physical presence is important for us because we are relational beings, aren't we?
Yeah.
I mean, we love interaction with each other. There's only so much you can do with the text. There's only so much you can do with email. There's only so much you can do with Snapchat. Being in the presence of each other is how we really communicate with each other. And I love, and this is really what you need to hone in on, is verse 6. He says, but God comforted us by the coming of Titus. So my question to you is,
yes,
how are you comforting others?
We do high fives, Tony. Boom! That's good. That's good stuff. How are you? Wednesday. It is Wednesday. Going to go out and comfort others. Christian, we are challenged and we are commanded to spread the gospel. We're supposed to be like Christ. We're supposed to love others. Okay, so how today are you going to be able to go out and comfort others as we just read here today? So we are going to challenge you. That is your challenge for today, no matter where you go, whether it's Conley, South Central, work, school. Maybe you're retired and we do have some retired people who watch this. Maybe you're going for a round of golf. Call somebody, get up with them, and go out and meet them. Hang out with them, talk about how good God is. I guarantee you your day will be greater for it. People we got to thank. D6, thank you so much for the content. Randall House, thank you. And if you need to get an order, your D6 order, then get up with us. We have a few extra. And if not, you call this number down here and we will get one on the way to you because they're awesome. Thank you for being here today. Tony is going to be a recurring guest when Corey can't make it. We're thinking about Corey. He had some training stuff today with the police department he had to do. So this might be a recurring theme. Love Tony. Love y'all. And without further ado, get your Wednesday started. Later.
See ya.